Hello there, folks. It's NerdyJohn here with another episode of the Nerd and Huck, the long-awaited episode. You know, totally didn't lose the files for the last recording at all. No, couldn't
No,
be me.
no,
Yeah.
no, not one bit. No.
Totally wasn't my fault. And joining me today, as always, is the lovely KHuck. How are you doing today?
Hello, good sir. I am good. How are you?
Doing good. I'm doing a lot better than Vaush right now.
True. I think everyone's doing a lot better than Vaush.
Yeah, well, you know.
I hope
still.
anyway. At least I hope anyway. I mean, just
Yeah, I mean, if you got similar problems to Vaush, check the hard drives, people. Check the hard drives.
Yeah. Just you might want to. Yeah.
So, KHuck, do you want to give our audience some of the background on what's been going on with Vaush lately?
Oh, good lord, where do I even start? Well, it all started roughly about a week or two ago now. He was doing a live stream, and I guess he was talking about taxes or something, and he went and pulled up a folder on his computer, and boom, there was corn. Not just any corn, though.
Yes, it was a very special type of corn. You see, it wasn't regular corn, it was horse corn. And it wasn't just horse corn. And by the way, that's illegal already on top of that. But it was also lolly corn. Lolly horse corn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like he obviously like he realizes his mistake, right? Like auto instant like ends the stream right then and there, right? But obviously people are screen recording his stuff because like he has like similar stuff to like Destiny fans or like he has fan channels, right? Anyway, he people freeze framed it and they discovered what was on it. And that's the scary thing is he's admitted in the past that like that folder is like 85% corn. It's 85% corn. And what's scary is how much more does he have on his computer that we just didn't know about, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And it's the fact that, and you know, and it's so sad that this debate, or not debate rather, but the conversation of Lolly itself seems to be looping. And that's the fact that he had Lolly in and of itself, and that's just, you know, like, holy shit, that's, you know, obviously a big huge red flag there regardless, but it's why Lolly? Why?
Well, you see, according to himself, you know, it wasn't the lolly that really he was attracted to. It was just the massive horse member that was in.
I know.
He was so distracted by the horse member, he didn't realize the child.
But NerdyJohn, he wants to fantasize and dress up as a horse, though. That's what he used that for inspiration.
He wants to be the horse. He wants to be
the
horse. That's like a motivational post right there, like, be the horse.
Oh, God. Yeah, but he wanted to use that for inspiration. I mean, come on now. You gotta, you know, just, you know, give him a little bit of pep. Why not? I can't even say that, no.
Anyway, so Ethan Klein of HH3 found out about the folder, and he had a field day with it.
He did.
You could say he was one of the famous Vaush naysayers, in fact.
Good one.
Yeah, there was no horsing around with this topic.
Yeah, Ethan didn't have a long face. You know, not at all, no.
And you know, he did his thing where he made fun of Vaush, especially for Vaush's previous takes on the matter. But KHuck, tell me, who came to Vaush's defense? Who were the Avengers that assembled to defend the King Vaush?
Oh, I don't know. Oh God. Let's see here. Let's see here. We've got the Queen Keffels, and then we've got the Lolly Defender himself, Tipster.
And Jalen. And Jalen
Jalen
was thrown in there too.
Yes.
People tend to throw her to the wayside, which I think was for her
Mm,
benefit, probably.
yeah,
Um,
probably.
but yeah, they rush instantly to his defense, saying that Ethan Klein and everyone else who was against Vaush was being bad faith and that they were purposefully misinterpreting what he was saying. And guys, okay, like they were at first they were like, well, what is the folder even lolly, right? And then when Vaush
Oh my
himself
god.
admitted that the folder had some lolly in it, but again, he didn't know. There was like they held on to that defense. Well, like he didn't know. He didn't know. I mean, come on, guys. It wasn't malicious. But like the problem with that sort of defense is in order for that defense to work, you have to then be in good, like you have to reasonably believe that the person isn't a degenerate
Yeah, yeah,
who like totally
exactly.
hasn't made weird or creepy arguments in the past, right? And unfortunately, Vaush
Yeah.
has done all that.
Yeah, exactly. He's defended CP. He's defended yeah, defended CP well, not CP. I'm sorry, hold on. He's defended
Yes.
adults having sexualized relationships with children. It's the list, it's no. It like dude, how do you even have a following? How?
Mhm.
How do you even have people taking you seriously or even listening to you for anything that you have to say after you've done that? You came out with that. Oh, how long ago was it? Like a couple years ago now. I think right around the pandemic, I believe, is when I first heard it. It could have been longer, but I think I first heard it right around the time that I first found Vaush, which was roughly about like 4 or so years ago.
Mhm.
And I heard that for the first time and I literally about jumped out of my skin. I'm like, oh my God. And I haven't seen, I've avoided him at all costs. Yes, he comes up in conversation, or he would come up in conversation if he did something idiotic, but that was about it. I've
Mhm.
never watched any of his streams or his content. And I did think I watched one thing. It was a while ago, but it was a debate that he was on another channel. So, and he was on Tim Pool's Timcast IRL about
Question:
three
Do you
years
hear
ago.
that? No, I'm sorry to interrupt. Do you
Mm-mm.
hear that?
Mm-mm.
Okay, my neighbors are playing music very loud outside, so I didn't know if
Oh,
the microphone was picking up on that. Um,
you're kidding.
but yeah, and throughout these past 2 weeks, Keffels and Tipster have hard line defended him, done multiple streams. Keffels himself did a video against Ethan Klein
Oh my God, that
to
video.
try
Yeah.
to try and defend their boy Vaush, and it all went down in flames because as soon as they saw that the public perception was not going in Vaush's favor, like it wasn't just H3's audience, it was, I'm
Right.
guessing, a large part of the leftist community as well. Yeah, they abandoned ship pretty fast.
Yeah.
Keffels
Yeah.
in DMs, in not DMs, but Discord
Mm-hmm.
messages would say that she changed her entire position on the Voss incident, and she admits that because of Vaush, which by the way she and Tipster delve into this by their own by their own choice, and
Mm-hmm.
because of all this, she burned the last bridge she had with a mainstream online creator that wasn't just from the left.
Right. Right.
And
Yeah.
Tipster, for his case, this was the fourth time he decided to go and defend this type of material, or be in a situation rather, with this type of material,
He did.
because
Of course he did.
Tipster just can't help himself and not be in any sort of drama like this. There
Yeah.
was the initial rump situation.
Mm-hmm.
There was the Cub situation. There was the TLC girl who, like, she's 20, she's like 22, but she has like the body of like an 8-year-old. He had a weird take on that whole situation as well. And now this, like,
Right.
Tipster, man. Believe it or not, folks, I want to like Tipster. I want him to succeed in whatever field he wants to go in. I actually
Mm-hmm.
want him to leave politics, commentary in general, and I want him to stick to being a gaming content creator. He should stick to that. But
Yeah. Exactly.
Tipster
Yeah.
just, I don't know if it's like a tick or what, but he
I
cannot
don't
help
know.
himself. he has to get involved, get into the trenches of this type of stuff.
Yeah, and that is something that I will never understand as to why not just Tipster but Keffals and Jalen, the three of them. I just never, I don't understand how they did what they did. But then again, this is what Keffals and Tipster do. This is what they're known for. This is what they do. They jump the gun. They go and defend.
What was funny about that, about this whole thing, like a couple days prior to the Vaush stuff happening, the Keffals made this whole big deal about how she wasn't going to get herself into drama anymore, and then this happened.
I forgot about that. Yeah, it's... I just don't understand what impulse that the both of them have to do that. Like, Tipster did that before he became friends with Keffals, so that's no excuse. But it just... I don't know if it's worse now that he's friendly with Keffals, or if it's about the same. But, I mean, I don't... The first two the first two instances that you mentioned where he defended it, I didn't know about those two. I only came around, or I first started coming around when the whole rum thing happened. So I've only seen this happen twice. And others, obviously you've seen it, happen multiple times, more than that. But I don't understand what kind of, exactly, like, what tick do they have in their brain to make them just defend this stuff? I don't understand it. I don't get it. And
I don't either.
I don't understand. Well, and also on top of that...
Well, the reason why Keffals did it is because, she miscalculated, and she thought that Vaush was going to come out on top during this, and that she as a result of this was going to get like a whole bunch of clout from defending Vaush. But definitely was not the case. And the whole reason why Tipster jumped into this was because he, Mommy Keffals gotta do whatever Mommy Keffals says.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it's... I think that now, whether or not Keffals actually told him to do it or not, which, who knows if she did, he would have done it, from the sounds of it and from the looks of it, he would have done it anyway. Because again, or at least that's what I'm thinking anyway. Because again, look, think about it. He did it before, like I said, he did it before he was friends with Keffals, before he became friendly with Keffals, before he burned the bridge with commentary, right? And now he's just, again, he's doing it again. I don't understand. This man needs help. He just needs help. He needs help. All three of them do. But and I hope that they get help. I hope that wish him nothing but the best. But yeah.
Just become a gaming channel.
Yeah, I think, truthfully, that if he were to just do that, if he were to drop all drama topics and not talk about them anymore, which again, he may or may not do.
His channel wouldn't grow, but like he's always said that he's not for his channel growing, right? So he should probably just then do gaming content like he was previously doing.
Yeah, I mean, if he went, it might grow. It might, you never know. I mean, that's going to be a bit of a risk, and, it's a chance. If I were him, I would. I'm just saying. If I were him, and if I were in that position, I would definitely be doing like an entire rehaul of my entire content. If I wanted to continue to make content anyway. But if I felt that, I could have just felt like I'm being obliterated off of the internet and just leave. That, but I don't see that happening with him or with Keffals.
No, definitely not with Keffals. By the way, we should mention the only reason why Keffals decided to like back down from this was because she's now being investigated by Mudahar with
I saw that. That's
her 100K GoFundMe mishap, and all of her Kiwi Farms 2022 drama was being brought up.
You can't see my face right now, but
her mind was changed. It's because she started. It's because she started getting criticism too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you can't see my face right now, but right now I'm like tapping my fingers together, going yes, because that's Muda is going to destroy her, like even more than what
Mhm.
than what she already has been to a certain degree. People can think differently, whatever. But I mean, look at
Mhm.
what happened with him doing the stuff with the completionist and with Mama Max. He is not going to hold anything back with this. There's just none. And how she was coping
Mhm.
like soon after and trying to explain it and trying to re-explain just the amount of cope that she had soon after that, after he announced that, was hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she realized how bad she messed up on this whole thing. But
And
anyway,
that's
yeah,
I don't know.
that's but yeah, that's a situation. I definitely had fun with this drama because normally I don't like delving into this type of like the whole pedo topic in
Yeah,
general, but this was just the players in this were just it was way too funny.
I know. Exactly. Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't normally. I would not touch this with a 10-foot pole, but with everything, with the way that everything played out and who was involved with it, it was too good not to pass up with how they were acting and everything going on with it. How could you not cover it? Or at
Yeah.
least talk about it, or at least talk about it.
Yeah. So KHuck, sign us off.
Alrighty. Okay, guys. Well, thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Go subscribe to Still Connected. And all the good stuff. Go subscribe to them, and also go subscribe to Nerdy Live. He does his morning shows with our lovely Squatchin during the week, 8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Easterns. Go sub to him, and also go sub to me, the KHuck Cast. We'll see you later.